Yo yo YouTube! It is Monday, the 30th of October, and the clocks have gone back, and so it's going to be dark from now until at least March, I guess, at the end of each day. So for a change, I've gone a slightly different scenic route back tonight. So you have some slightly different dark roads to look at. So my day today then. I didn't have a job this morning when I woke up, so I got myself out of bed at 6 o'clock with my newfound um, reinvigorated idea about getting up early and looking for jobs early on. Um, I was looking for jobs from 6:30, and I bid on everything that came up on the system. There was probably about 6 jobs that came up before 8 o'clock, so it was worth doing. And I got one, and it was from Spalding to Newbury. But it didn't actually. I think I got it at about 20 to 8, but it said a 9 to 9:30 pickup. I was a bit disappointed because I was ready to go. I was ready to go by about 7, really. So I rang the customer just to double check when I was able to pick up the item from them. And they said that really I couldn't come until 9:30. So that made my decision for me. I had to wait around until that point. And then I got myself to the pickup at Spalding. It was outside of Spalding. And then picked up the item. It was one item that could have gone in the car. And I took that down to Newbury. It was about a 3 hour or so, just over 3 hours journey. And so I'd estimated I'd be in Newbury about 1 o'clock. On the way down, I went straight down there, and on the way down, I got some diesel. So I've got a fresh diesel price for this week. The card that I'm using is 124.77 pence per litre, 124.77. That's before that. And I then got to Newbury and offloaded at the headquarters, or at least a warehouse for the shipper that I was working for. And there were about 3 or 4 jobs for this particular shipper coming out of the area or nearby. I bid on a couple of them, but I didn't get them. And I was avoiding anything that was going towards London. And I had about 6 bids on, and gradually they kind of whittled down. But there was one bid that I put on the way down before I got to Newbury, which wasn't picking up until 3 o'clock. And that was from Banbury going to Huntingdon. So I thought, well, that's not bad. That gets me home pretty much, if nothing else, or if all else fails. So by the time I dropped off my load and done a bit of searching, that was still on there. My bid was still on there. So I thought I would take a bit of a risk, and I would call them and just see if I could sort of chivvy them along. And I called them and said who I was and that I put a bid on for the Banbury to Huntingdon job, and was it still available. And the guy, who seemed really nice, answered the phone and said he had to look at it, and then said, yeah, I'll give it to you. So there was no haggling, there was no discussion. I just asked if it was available, and he gave me the job. So I was about an hour away, maybe 50 minutes away from Banbury. So I made my way towards there, and I got to the pickup point with about 15 minutes to spare, which was handy because there was quite a lot to put on. So I got to the manufacturing place and they put on a few bags of stuff. And I thought, oh, that's all right. That's not an issue. Oh, I better tell you the price, didn't I? So they wanted a long wheelbase. It was 67 miles, and I paid £90. And I don't think I told you about my first job, did I? The first job going from Spalding to Newbury, 135 miles for a small van. I've just put £135 on, pound a mile. And so when they put the bags on, I thought this is going to be easy. It's a few bags, and take much more van. And then they said there's some more stuff to go on, and they kept bringing some more stuff out and more stuff out, and it was quite delicate stuff. It needed to be bubble wrapped. They provided their own bubble wrap. I was strapping bits down, putting blankets over it, and being very careful. And eventually they stopped putting stuff on my van, and it was quite. It was 31 items in total. There was 10 big moulded items, then 21 boxes and bags to go along with it. And then I rang the shipper just to let them know I'd been loaded, because it had taken about 45 minutes in total to get loaded. And he said that I should call him if I couldn't find the drop-off place at the other end, because it's hard to find. So I thought that was good. I made sure that I took a photo of the paperwork, because I was only given one piece of paperwork for the customer. So I took a photo of each of the items that were on the paperwork, three pieces of paper, and uploaded them to CX. And then the instruction said to take a photo of the items when they were dropped off at the other end. So I took some photos in my van, but I didn't bother putting them on CX because that wasn't what they wanted. And then I'm on my way, but then I was supposed to say I was on my way, but I noticed it was going to be about 5 o'clock. Well, actually it's more like 5:05 before I was due to get to the other end in Huntingdon. So I told the shipper they're going to be open still when I get there, and he said he'd call me back. Was deer in the road? He said he'd call me back, and he did it within about 2 or 3 minutes, and they said they would be there for me once I got there. I said I'd be there about 5:10. So I didn't have to rush, which was good because it was delicate stuff on board, and I could relax and just make sure I got everything there safely. And so I made my way, and this is when it got dark from Banbury to Huntingdon. It got dark really quickly. I can't remember what time it started to get dark, but it was definitely dark by 5 o'clock, and I couldn't really find the unit I was meant to find. So I had to ring the shipper, and he directed me in to the right place. And then I got unloaded quite quickly in the end. And I looked for any other jobs that I could do tonight. Oh, excuse me. And there's absolutely nothing on the CX around Huntingdon. There are some jobs around Nottingham and the East Midlands area, but nothing where I was. So I'm now just going straight home, having done the 2 CX jobs. And I have got some work for tomorrow. So during my day today, I did do a bid on a job going from Boston to Preston tomorrow morning, and my partner wants to come with me tomorrow, so it's possible that she might be on the video tomorrow. She might say something. But we're spending the day together doing this job, and we're going to go to Preston, and we've got to make our way back home in the same day. So we've got to find a job back from Preston to the East Anglia. So stats for today then. Slightly disappointing in that I haven't made target, but it's only 2 jobs, and the pence per mile has been alright. So when I get home, I will have worked for 9.25 hours. I will have driven for 297 miles. Oh, I've come to a dead end. That wasn't deliberate, by the way. That was purely me trying to be a clever clogs and just go straight on a new road I've not used before. So I'm going to have to take a guess and then put my set nav on when I finish the video. So just general incompetence there again, displayed by delivery man. My current pence per mile is 17.46 pence per mile for my fuel. Therefore, with that mileage today, I've spent £51.85 on fuel. My gross earnings today is a total of £225, and that is made up of the £135 from Spalding to Newbury and the £90 from Banbury to Huntingdon. That means my net earnings after fuel today are £173. So quite a lot below my target. Right, is there anything else I want to talk about today? I'm quite tired, I must say. I think because I woke up at 6, it's now nearly 6 in the evening, so I've been awake for 12 hours. I'm quite tired, but I definitely think it's worth getting up earlier to try and get those early jobs. And also because it's dark and it's not cold yet, it's not wet, so I mean that will come, but it is dark, so just strain your eyes a bit, I think. I would say today I quite enjoyed today. I suppose it brings me to one of my gratitude. So I was thinking today, what was I going to say about being what I'm grateful for, and I thought about it quite quickly. I'm grateful for the opportunity to do this job. It is so much better than previous jobs that I've done. Um, it doesn't suit everybody, but it definitely suits me. You do need to work hard. It's not a job you can skive at, but it allows me a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom, and a lot of thinking time, and I'm not nagged by people, by managers. So I'm grateful that I found this job, and I genuinely think I will do this job until I retire. I won't do it as many hours as I do right now. There's a particular reason why I work so hard at the moment, which one day I'll tell you about. But I'm just really grateful for this job and the opportunities that I get to travel, see the country, and earn the sort of money that I need to earn to make a living. I think that's going to be it really for today. What I learnt today was I'm going to start to ring shippers more often. I think that was quite a good thing for me to do. I think me talking to job givers and sort of very gently pushing myself to get a job, rather than leaving it as a complete random thing, might be a good thing to try. I would say that my estimate is I'd probably win 1 in 10, 1 in 15 bids. I'm hoping that if I call, I might bring that down to 1 in 5, maybe. Depends on the area, depends on how busy the area is. But I'm hoping to perhaps get better work by doing those phone calls. Right, thank you very much for listening to me again. I hope that you are all successful in however you choose to define that word. And what are you grateful for today?